Hey guys, I wanted to talk about the magic of 1K repeats. Whether you're a long sprinter stepping up to the 800 or even the mile, or a long distance runner stepping down to the shorter events, the 1K repeat workout, and there's a couple of different variations that I want to go over, can serve as a very effective weapon. And if you're not utilizing it as a coach and an athlete, I highly encourage you to do that. I'm Coach Jason from Top Line Running. I hope you're doing well. If you're a runner or a coach and you're somehow not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button right now. And please hit that notification button as well. I go live every Sunday, talk about different things. I've got hundreds of videos on this channel, and we can talk about any one of them if you'd like. I want you to know that you have access to a coach, an experienced one of the last 2 decades, who was also a competitive runner. So I can speak as a former athlete and a coach, okay, and it's with experience. And I want you to know you have access to somebody who can actually be helpful to you. That's not something you can find every day, but I want you to know you have that available. So the magic of 1K repeats, okay? There's a couple of different things. Obviously, a good warm-up, drills and strides, the usual, right? And I talk about transitional pieces like 200s, 2 to 3 times a 200 at the goal pace you're looking to run for a workout. That helps you find the pace before the workout starts. So you're already 2 steps ahead if you do that after your warm-up and your strides, your drills, and so on. But now the workouts, you've got threshold pace. This is an opportunity to slow things down and do 1K repeats at threshold pace with a 1-minute recovery. And how do you identify it? You can identify the pace that you want to run based on what you run or what your athletes run for the mile currently. And then you can base your training paces off of that. Okay? I've got videos on this channel that help break down threshold paces, recent videos as well. Check out my live streams. What should my paces be for everything based on if I run that? And I went from 6 minutes all the way down to 4 minutes in 10-second increments. So you have training paces for everything. And also event equivalents as well. So a lot of this work is done for you. But back to threshold reps, whether it's you're training for high school cross country, you do 5 or 6 of them on a 1-minute recovery, or you're training for college, you do 8 or 10 of these with a 1-minute recovery, early season. Okay, but this is also a good reloading and repeatable workout too. If you have a race that you're looking to run and you don't want to take the zap out of your legs, this is an opportunity to slow things down in practice to help you run faster in races. Okay, this is also a workout where you can add speed on the back end of it. So you want to add a couple of progression 150s or 200s or 50s or whatever. After some thousands, you can do that. But this is also an interchangeable piece where you can progress even throughout a season from your current pace, let's say 5K, down to your goal pace. And you can add a rep at goal pace each time you do the workout. It's easier to do that with a 1,000-meter rep distance than it is for a lot of these other rep distances. So threshold pace, that's one thing. Then you have VO2 max, where you can either do something like 5 or 6 times a K at 5K pace with a 2-minute recovery, or 4 times a K, or 3 to 4 times a K with 3-minute recovery at 3K pace. Both serve as VO2 max runners, especially for middle distance runners. If you're a half miler who also runs the mile, a steady diet of VO2 max stuff at 3K pace and 5K pace is a good idea. And thousands are a good distance to do that. And you can even progress from 800s up to Ks if you need to. Okay, but that's another good workout again. Okay, so now you've got 3K pace, you've got 5K pace, and you've got threshold reps. Okay, now how do you put the pieces together in the same workout? There's a workout that I talk about called Bookend Ks. It's the last thing I want to leave you with. Okay, let's just say you have 8 times 1,000 workout and early seasons at threshold pace. Now, a couple of weeks later, you can bookend it. What do I mean by that? Well, then you can run the first rep at your goal race pace. Take a 3-minute recovery. Then do the middle reps, let's say 4 to 6 of them, depending on how many reps you're doing, at threshold pace with a 1-minute recovery. And then the last rep, you go back and do race pace again. So now you're practicing going out hard, settling in, finishing hard, and not having to rely on, do I wait for the last 50 meters and 100 meters to kick? Now you can work on accelerating from further out. Okay, another weapon in the tool shed. For strength-based runners, this is a good weapon. For middle distance-based runners, this is a good weapon to employ. Okay, so those are the 1K workouts. And again, these are workouts where you can repeat on a regular basis. That's why I like to talk about this. Okay, and I talked about recently the magic of 400-meter repeats, a certain type of 400-meter repeat workout. That's a good workout to do on an outdoor track for outdoor season. These are workouts that are good to do at all points in time. You can do them on the track. You can do them on rolling hills. on a cross country course, you can kind of do them any way you like. You can combine the two. Okay. This is again, it's a 1K rep is a good interchangeable distance where you can combine flat and hills. You can do all uphills, all downhills, however you want, however you feel is most appropriate. And again, you can repeat these workouts throughout the season. Okay, whether it's early season, mid season, or late season. And you can kind of position it in a way that makes sense for you. Okay, and it makes sense for your athlete. So I wanted to just go over that today. The magic of 1K reps. If you're not doing them, I highly encourage you to consider doing them. Okay, I will even do a live stream on this channel if you'd like me to. Just put it in the comments and let me know. Okay, that way we can talk about the 1K repeats. Again, those workouts right there. Threshold pace, 3K pace, 5K pace. Okay, if you need to do 10K pace, you do 10K pace. But a 10K pace, generally it's better to do mile repeats or 2K reps, or build towards that. I should say you can even start at 1K reps. Or you can progress from 10K pace down to 5K pace throughout a workout for 1K reps as well. But instead of doing 10 reps, you could do 7 or 8 of those and progress towards the faster distance or the shorter pace, or the shorter distance at the faster pace. So that's what I wanted to go over today. Short and sweet, give you something to think about. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. My email, for those that need to reach me for any questions, blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com. Again, it's blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com. That's my personal email. I do respond to people. I'm more than happy to help you. Let's talk about it. Have a good day and a great season. See you next time.